say it into the mirror, brows furrowed and my mouth pulled into a tight smile. I am happy. My fingers clutch to the edge of the bathroom sink, and a muscle twitches near my eye. Something tugs at me in the corner of my mind. A thought, maybe. It's tempting me to peek at it, begging me to acknowledge it and push it out into the light of day. But I can't. I won't. My mother calls me from the kitchen. "Are you ready for school?" "Yes," I call back. "I am." I take another few moments to just stare at myself. I burn the image of how happy I am into my memory, just in case I start to forget. It's a big day after all. The car chokes and sputters as it tries to make its way to the school. I'm in the 10th grade, and I have no idea what I want to do with my life, but I know that it's okay. It's normal. Nobody does, except for Maggie Toller, and Suki Raj, and David Chow, and Adam Wallace. They're going to be doctors and engineers and carpenters and drug dealers. They're going to be happy. We pull into the school parking lot. The van spits out plume of smoke that are the size of Jupiter. Once the pollution clears, I open the door and look over the sea of faces. Some of them are staring back at me. Some of them are snickering. One of them is Maggie Toller, and she's waving, all red curls and dimples. So I wave back. My stomach does a front flip. "Have a good day," my mother says. I look her way, and her face lights up with an expression that resembles a smile. But it's not. There's not enough play in her cheeks. She forgets to engage her eyes. "I will," Dad replied. I used the same smile that I practiced earlier. It's much better. When I look back to the steps, Maggie is gone, and my stomach settles. I lurch out of the car. "Honey," my mother says. She reaches her hand towards me, but stops short, almost as if she's worried I might snap at her or bite it off. She stares at me. "Things will get better for us, you know." I close the door. The car leaves, backfiring as my mother runs the stop sign and nearly collides with an oncoming pickup. It's okay though. Nobody is hurt. I am happy. The mutters follow me to the first period English class. The voices are hushed, but loud enough that I can hear them. It's intentional. It's by design. Walks like a goof. Saw him staring at Maggie's ass. Smells like a dead animal. We'll get him after school. I listened to Mr. Yu discuss the significance of metaphors in literature. He spends the hour comparing Animal Farm to Twilight and demanding why we waste our time reading the latter. He says it's dumbing us down. He says it's a problem. I've never read Twilight, but I smile and nod all the same. He asked me to define the word metaphor, and I do my best, but I get the answer wrong. Somebody laughs. Why wasn't I listening earlier? I wonder, what's wrong with me? What a dumbass. I am happy. At lunch, I get a table to myself. It's good because it means I have personal space to come up with the 10 different metaphors for Mr. Yu. The cafeteria is loud, too loud. I try to focus on my paper and pen, and I scratch down my favorite metaphor to get started. It's raining cats and dogs. I look at it and smile. It makes me think of my sister before the horror took her. I wonder if it'll take my mother too. The other examples don't come up easily for me. My eyes scan the definition of metaphor over and over, but my mind draws a blank. I can't think. I can't focus. I wonder where Maggie is sitting today. A folded piece of paper lands on the table in front of me. I looked up to see where it came from, to see who dropped it. But I can't tell. There are too many people moving around, too many faces swimming, and too many voices drowning my concentration. I unfold it. There's something written on the inside, hastily scribbled and messy. It says, "You're dead," in pencil gray. A stickman is lying beneath those words, surrounded by 3 other stickmen. They're stepping on him, kicking him. Red pen strokes paint the page, trailing from a crying man on the ground. I look closer. The other stickmen are smiling. They're happy. Something pulls at the edge of my thought. I ignore it. The bell rings and school is over. I gather my things and pull my backpack up and over my shoulders. It's heavy and awkward. It takes me 3 tries to get it right. Today is a big day. I make my way from the school grounds over the hill that leads to the forest path that runs along the little creek. I make my way home. My arms are tired by the time I get over the hill, but that's okay. It just means I'm getting stronger. All the work I've been doing in the forest is going to pay off. Voices follow me. I recognize some of them. Pervert is gonna get what's coming to him. Believe it when I see it. Heard Maggie moaning about wanting what's inside him. Fuck you. The forest is full of people. There are joggers and people walking dogs, a homeless man asking me for any type of change, and all I can say is that I'm sorry, but I don't. He tries to spit on me, but misses. A liar. Gimps like you bank off of disability checks. My arms get sore by the time I'm halfway through the forest. I take the same shortcut I usually do, one that runs by the creek, and there were a few joggers and dog walkers over there. I get nervous, but the babbling sound of the water helps me relax. Today is a big day. I'll kill him. Watch me. Yeah, right. He'll be fucking Maggie before you ever get the balls to. We've only been dating for 2 weeks. I'll fuck her. Not before him. What steps approach from behind? It sounds like 3 people, and one more in the distance. I don't see them, but I know them. I know their smiles. I know they're happy. A fist connects to the back of my head, and I fall forward, losing control of my crutches. My face smashes against the pavement, and my vision swims as pain explodes across my cheek. I taste something in my mouth. Blood. I try to push myself up, but my legs aren't cooperating. They're hardly moving. They're useless. Crippled fuck! A voice shouts. It's Adam Wallace. He's working himself up. You thought I'd let you get away with staring at my girlfriend's ass? I try to say something, but a foot steps on my backpack, and I'm pressed into the ground. The wind's knocked out of me. I can't breathe. Shoes connected with my face, one after the other. There's laughter in the air. The sneaker finds my nose, and there's a crunching sound. And suddenly, I can't stop screaming as warm fluid spills out my face, cascading over my lips. I sputter and whimper. My eyes well up. Somebody will see us. Hands grab my limp legs. I'm being dragged backwards, off the cement path, and deeper into the forest. I call out, and somebody stuffs a ball of cloth in my mouth. It reeks. It tastes like sweat and filth. Bet you wish that was Maggie's panties, you pervert shit stain. I close my eyes. I try to smile. I am happy. I am happy. Tears spill down my cheeks, and something tugs at the edge of my thoughts. I ignore it. I have to. It takes 10 minutes to get where we're going. The skin on my elbows are split and torn, caught on too many rocks and roots. They let my limp legs drop with a thud. I'm hyperventilating. It's hard to breathe with this jockstrap in my mouth and a broken nose. There's death in the air. I'm rolled onto my back, and I feel my backpack shift against my spine. It's uncontrollable, but not half as uncontrollable as Adam Wallace wrapping his hands around my neck and strangling me. He's actually doing it. I thought he was just fucking around. The trees above me fade with the air in my lungs. I gasp and sputter, but there's no air to breathe, and I'm not strong enough to pry his hands off of my throat. He leans in close, his lips pressed to my ear. You think I'm gonna let you cuck me? He asks, and his voice dipped with cyanide. I warned you to stay the hell away from her. Taking too long. Here, use this. I hear the sound of a switchblade opening. The hands around my neck let go, and I take in a lungful of air. My heart hammers in my chest. I try to move instinctively and crawl away, but somebody grabs me by my backpack and drags me back. There's something in there. Open it. Forearms wrestle for my backpack, and I groan in agony as somebody presses my broken nose into the dirt. I protest, but it's muffled by soil. Nobody hears it. Nobody cares. I hear my knapsack zipper being undone, and my pain is washed away and replaced with terror. My body seizes. I forget to breathe. The moment lasts a lifetime. I know their words before they even speak them. What the fuck? I hear the sound of my backpack hitting the forest floor, things spilling out of it. I hear gagging, retching. I hear footsteps stumbling backwards. Soon, their shock will be replaced with anger, rage. Something tears at my mind. It's crashing against it, demanding it's time to let it out into the light and roaring at me to stop being such a coward and do something about this. I slam my eyes shut. I can't. I won't. I am happy. Filled with dead animals. He's a fucking psychopath. Hands grip the front of my t-shirt and pull me from the ground. They're shouting about dead squirrels and the dead rat and the dead bird in my bag. A fist connects to my face. Blood hits the floor. Another fist. More blood. What kind of freak collects dead animals? I'm gonna hurl. I open my mouth, and I don't care anymore. The words come out like a broken dam. It feels good. It feels overdue. Offerings. I sputter. They're offerings. He's lost it. Offerings for what? I smile, and my teeth are slick with my own blood. Offerings to cure me. Adam Wallace raises the switchblade, pressing the cold steel against my throat. I close my eyes. Something riots inside of me, throbbing at my skull. I push it back. Death is in the air. Rough hands grip my hair, and I wince as they lurch my head roughly to the side. Adam's voice is beside me. It's up against my ear. Offerings, huh? You think you're some kind of fucking witch, Hermione Granger? No, I say. Something shifts in the trees behind Adam and his friends, and a figure steps out from the brush. I recognize them. Suki recognizes them too. He tries to step in front of Adam and me to block us from the view. Words fall out of his mouth. He's giving them an explanation. Maybe it's a reason things aren't as bad as they seem. He's interrupted by a horrible, wet-sounding jab. Then another. There's a series of 4 slick rips, like pens tearing through paper, or a knife cutting into skin. A gasp. Jesus, Maggie! Adam clambers off of Maggie. What's wrong with you? She fucking killed him, Adam! Suki falls to the ground. I close my eyes. I am happy. Warm piss soaks the dirt beneath me, and my limbs tremor with anxiety. I am happy. There's the sound of panicked feet, but it's going in the wrong direction. It's running away from me. The person's muttering and whimpering, and I think it sounds like Adam Wallace. But I can't be sure. Somebody else is struggling now. 2 voices dance on my left, just past my vision. A boy and a girl. It's David Chow and Maggie. They're grunting a symphony of dying breaths. I hear dirt shift, and the leaves crack beneath stirring footsteps, and the smack of limbs grasping limbs. There's another wet jab, and body drops. David asks, why? Another slick rip. The knife tears into him over and over, and he keeps just asking, why? Why are you doing this? Why me, Maggie? I hear his skin ripping, splitting twice more, and the questions stop. A girl steps into view, standing above me. Her hair is wild red, and her face is speckled with crimson, just like the knife in her hand. She reaches down, and I think she might help me up. But instead, she starts placing the dead animals back into my bag, one by one. "You forgot the rabbit," she says, and her voice is colder than winter. Her eyes appraise me, but they're missing something. They're empty. That demon will kill you, you know that. Just like it killed your sister, and just like it'll kill your mother too. You're running out of time. "I know," I say. "Then give it to me." "I'm trying to." She pouts her lips, folds her arms. A doll hangs from her neck, and it's dressed in pins and needles, and it looks like me. "I told you 3 offerings, didn't I?" She looks around. I count 2 and a bag of roadkill. I have to roll over so I don't choke on my own blood spilling into my throat from my broken nose. I can't catch him on my crutches." "Then don't," she says with a sneer. Something tugs at my mind. I close my eyes. I clench my fists. I want to scream and lose control, but I can't, because if that happens, then I'm not happy anymore. People I love die. They always do. He's too fast. Besides, the spell is specific. The final offering dies by your hand, or the demon can't change hosts. Your nightmare doesn't end. Her mouth splits into a wide smile. "You don't have to kill him alone, though." I stare at her, and I don't have any words to fight back. She kneels next to me and runs her hand through my tangled hair, gripping it painfully. She's smiling, but she's not. There's not enough play in her cheeks. She forgets to engage her eyes. Now or never. "I can't." "Sure you can." I whimper as the knife plunges into me, again and again. There's a ripping sound, followed by another, and another. I clench my eyes. I ball my fists. I am happy. I am happy. The knife sinks into me once more, and this time, Maggie fishes it around my stomach. It twists, and I scream. I thrash and roar. Something escapes. It pulls itself over my bones, wraps itself around my mind, and extinguishes my thoughts before whispering madness into my ear. I am not happy, and neither is it. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. This is definitely a different type of story, but I wanted to see how you guys would like it. Well, if you guys would like it. So, if you did and you would like to see more like this, make sure to like, comment, and if you're new to this channel and you like what you heard, make sure to subscribe. I've got a lot of content and a lot more coming, so just know that. Make sure to check out the links in the description as well, like my Twitter, Instagram, everything like that. But, with that being said, stay safe, stay scary, and I'll see you in the next one.